So this first one is an editorial. It's about a ex-Marine who was abused and raped when he was a child. He joined the KKK because he had a bunch of hate after he left the Marines. And he was basically all his traumatic experiences. He wanted to let it out on someone. So he decided to join the KKK. As seen in the lower half, he said he was a survivor of molestation, became extremely homophobic. His experiences in the military is what led the KKK to try and bring him into it. Another thing was he wasn't able to overcome it all, so he was looking for an excuse to get away from it. And when he joined the military, didn't help much because he got more trauma from losing his friends in combat. He also lost one of his friends during an unexpected attack on a routine drill, which made him blame Muslims and make him hate them. He also was addicted to painkillers, which probably clouded his judgment a lot. As he says here, KKK was miserable, there was nothing good about it, and there was always drugs, so they were always fucking high on something. But later on, apparently his wife gets attacked called out by a group of women because they know her husband is in the KKK. After this incident, his wife went to go get help from a guy named Arnold Michaels. Now, I don't really need to say this, but the features they use to tell the story is they asked a former member of the KKK, and the bias is the bias using names and titles, former KKK, and all that. It shapes public opinion by trying to lead people away from hate and bigotry, trying to help them. It also shows what it's like to be a KKK member and how shitty it is. Alright, I think that's all for editorial. Time for the political cartoon. Now I'm gonna say this right now. This one's pretty fucked because this is my prime minister. So, basically, the political cartoon, I'll show it now. Basically, Trudeau did, when he was younger, blackface, brownface. And I'm guessing redface is saying, oh, he's embarrassed. And the Canadian the maple leaf in the little corner saying disgrace means he's a fucking disgrace to us. Because why would we have a prime minister or want a prime minister who is racist? That's what it's showing. Showing that this isn't okay. And that a prime minister, somebody of political power, would do this is a disgrace. No, you can't do that. What features are used to share information? Uses drawings of what he looked like. I showed you what the photos were. They were pretty much identical. The bias is names and titles. Why does it matter? It shapes public opinion against Trudeau. It affects the world by showing how Trudeau was a racist when he was a younger child. And how he was, born like this. And, Alright, on to the interview.
I see, what a magnificent pair of bananas. Oh, great heavens!
Now, for obvious copyright reasons, I will not be showing the interview because I can't really. I'll be putting it in the description though if you want to watch the interview. But I've watched it, and what I've come to the conclusion is finding migrants have to come over the border because the current situation right now in America is kind of fucked. So he doesn't want migrants coming over. He's also said that they're trying to work against what Trump did with the having the kids in the fucking cages. Instead, like, just finding where they're from, how to get them to back to their parents or their guardians or whatever. What features are used to share the story? It's an interview, and the bias is biased by headlines, and it's trying to make him out to be racist, which I'm not saying he isn't. I mean, he's a fragile old man, but it's basically just trying to say, hey, Biden's a dick, and they're basically just trying to hurt his political power. Alright, that should be the video. Don't fail me.